but you've got something new that just came out, I think in the last week. Tell us a little bit about peg heads.
Peg heads. We kind of, as we've been working with our toys, we wanted to develop a story with the toys, have a figure, have something that the kids can. I mean, it's one thing to have a helicopter; it's another to then have a pilot for the helicopter. But we didn't just want to make a character you just threw in there. We wanted it to have a certain aspect to it, and that's where the peg heads were born. Basically, they actually use a. Let's see, I got some right here. We already have letter blocks that light up, which are these right here.
Love them.
And these, so what we've done is we put faces on each of these blocks. So the peg heads then have their eye and their mouth, and then they can change their facial expressions. Now, it wouldn't be as big as this because that wouldn't fit in this helicopter.
Right.
But yes, then, so the idea was that they would basically be our characters to have adventures with the laser peg kits that we already have. Pilots for the helicopters, drivers for the trucks.
And it's an animated series that you guys have done. It's cuter than cute. I think everybody's kids would really love it. And they can watch that now, the first episode. Where can they watch it?
The best place is on our actual YouTube page for laser pegs. Because that has all of our shorts on it as well of the peg heads. They have their own section. So if you went to youtube.com / laser pegs. Oh, thank you, sir. They had our peg head prototype at a meeting.
Oh, so very cool. Look at how cute he is.
So let's see his face changing.
I love it. And what is this character's name?
This is Spinner right here. Okay. He's kind of the comic relief. He's the goofy guy of it.
I love it.
So, yeah, so it's you have Spinner, Zippy, and Peg. And they meet up in the first episode. You can see at Laser Pegs on YouTube. And then they go on some adventures, fighting, well, not necessarily fighting, working against Queen Victoria, who wants to keep everything dull and no lighting, nothing, just gray, dull, boring. Whereas the Pegheads want color and light and want to have fun and work together to make that. They actually, even in the first episode, they have to work together to make what is called the power peg to light up their city. And then I'll leave it at that. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of it.
But I gotta say, one of the things that I really like about this, both the peg heads and the laser pegs, is that there's an element of problem solving. And, you know, a lot of us are looking for good entertainment for our kids that help to build skills that are real life skills, right? So we're talking about engineering skills, and the whole idea of putting it in a animated series, it adds a social element to it that I got to say is really smart and makes me really happy, because I think that adds a whole other layer for our kids who are on the spectrum, that there's a social element of it and that they're problem solving and they're using technology to problem solve. I think you guys are right
Yes.
on the money.
Yes, I mean, in one instance, even in the first episode, they have to escape in a boat. And they figure out if they confuse Spinner, his head will spin really fast. Then if they put his head in the water, the boat will go. Cartoon logic too. But.
And these are the kinds of things, though, that our kids need to see in those formats that are reinforcing to them, which obviously doing a cartoon and having it in that kind of, they're going to learn. They're going to learn. So I think that you guys are so smart. What is the YouTube site where they can go to see the cartoon?
YouTube.com/laserpegs.